Good morning people, hello and welcome to another vlog episode of the India Darshan travel series. So I am at my homestay out here in Varkala and today is my last day. I'm out here in the balcony enjoying the views. I also did my laundry yesterday. It's nice and quiet morning out here. It's about 9 a.m. or so. Tried to wake up at 5 a.m. but just like the sunset was very cloudy yesterday, it was cloudy and rain was predicted early in the morning. The chances of seeing a proper sunrise were very slim, so went back to sleep again. So yeah, now that I am up and we have a kitchenette, let's make use of it, make ourselves a fresh cup of coffee, and then let's go venture out towards the north cliffside, look for a nice cafe to have ourselves a nice breakfast. Let's get started. Made it back to the helipad area, and the mission for the day is to go further than the staircase we took to go down to the beach the other day, because I never got back up the same side. I went to the south cliff and then the temple side afterwards after I was done. So let's check out all, well, not all but quite a lot of cafes and make our mind where we want to have our breakfast. I'm sure after the staircase there are still shops. Let's see what we find today. That was a nice breakfast. It was puttu with black chana, black gram. Puttu is basically ground rice and coconut served as like a cylindrical shape. It was an authentic South Indian meal. Most of the other cafes along the coast are serving mostly like Western breakfast, eggs, omelette and bread, toast, etc. This was very budget friendly as well, and it's a little bit on the inside, so that's why it's a different kind of ambience. It's very humid today. It didn't rain properly, it was cloudy, and the waves are also quite strong. So anyways, we have to go to the, I think I've reached almost the end of the north cliff, and we have to go towards that side on the south side for the Vishnu temple. So I'll walk a little bit more further up down the line to check if I've seen everything, and then we start heading towards the temple, do the darshan. It's 10:30 already. I think around 12 or so it will close as well. So let's go do the darshan. I thought I was done walking to the end of the cliffs, the north cliffs. Turns out this cliff line goes all the way quite far. There's also the black sand beach over there in the distance by the stones. That's where you can walk down to. But since I want to go to the temple which is towards the south cliff, I'm not going all the way down, but I'm loving the views and I so don't want to leave. That's why I'm capturing as many different angles of this so I can look back and relive this memory. such a nice view, such an amazing view. Wow, these cliffs are really dramatic. It didn't feel like this when I was at the beach yesterday and looking up to them, but looking down from here, now that I have walked all along the cliff, this is just something else, once in a lifetime experience. So made it back to the helipad area, and I was looking at this board sign with the tourist places. So I've been to that temple, been to the Azimala Shiva temple also. This suspension bridge looks interesting, so maybe I'll go there after doing the darshan here, and then we'll skip this island. Looks like a little bit of touristic stuff, like we just did Puvar Island, so not in the mood for yet another island, so we'll skip that. But Punalur suspension bridge sounds like a good idea, so let's go do the darshan quickly and then we'll make a plan for this. This is a nice temple pond or kund, and the temple is right at the corner over there. We just came here to take a closer look of the pond because yesterday they had all these lights turned on, and there's a Shiva statue, Vishnuji lying on the Shaya and everything out here. This is what we were seeing at night, and it's a close kind of connection to the temple. So we are almost at the temple. Let's see how the darshan goes. It's 11:25. I'm hoping there is no strict dress code out here, the lungi system, otherwise going inside would be a bit challenging. Let's get closer and see how things work here. Had a really nice darshan. It's a historic temple. I think it's 2000 plus years old, and there is a massive queue that goes downhill that is for the annadana, the food that is offered here at the temple. And staff told me that at 5 p.m. or 5:30 p.m. 5 p.m. the temple opens again, and at 5:30 p.m. there's an elephant here that you can do the darshan of. So maybe later in the evening, once I'm done exploring the nearby places and the hanging bridge, I'll come here again. And in terms of dress code, there's no lungi necessity here, but men have to go in bare chested, and women were mostly wearing saris or salwar kameez as far as I can see. But yeah, so all in all, a pretty good experience, and we checked off a very important temple here. Now let's go back to the homestay, grab Fortuner and go for a little road trip. You can go to Veli Tourist Village and Kovalam from here as well. I think the direction is that way. But we have 48 kilometers to go, and it's pretty much, it's a very zigzaggy route, so I have to follow the maps very closely. And that was a very interesting lunch, was like Middle Eastern flavors. So it's good that I ate something along the way, because it's so hot and humid now that I'm like melting like crazy. So now we can do a continuous ride all the way. What an epic ride in the hills. Suddenly we are in some sort of hilly area away from the touristic side of Varkala. Loving this ride. Wow, we are riding among some really nice nature. There is a nice big hill over there and very tall trees, coconut trees lined up all around. There's some tender coconuts growing over there. This is pretty interesting. I don't know what place is this. Oh, it's a very complicated name. Let's get closer to that board and see what it says. We are in Chadaya Mangalam Kollam, someplace in Kerala. So we are definitely out of Varkala now. And there's a nice resort property here. No, it's minerals and food. So not a resort? No, something else. And it looks like a nice entrance to a luxury resort up in the hills. There seems to be a waterfall 450 meters up ahead. Let's go check this out. Time for a mini side quest. Well, I guess that's shouldn't be a route, so this should be it. Just trusting my gut feeling. So this is more like a lake at the moment because of the dry season. During winter rain season there would be water flowing all the way from there, so that becomes the waterfall. But this is a good site as well. For now there is nobody here, no tourists. The forest department people are doing something over there, but all in all a pretty relaxing side quest. Let's see where this goes. I think at the moment only the locals know about this place. I saw a few school kids and a mother with 2 children, and that's about it. This could be a viewpoint, not sure. Mini waterfall, stream of water. Not the cleanest and the prettiest of sights, but still okay. I think when there is fresh gushing water it would clear up everything. But a good side quest. Let's head back after this nice and easy trek in the forest. Let's continue the ride all the way to the hanging bridge. A few of the local guys, those guys asked me for help with their group photographs, and we got chatting and they told me that this is a very local place, to be honest. Like only locals know about this mostly. These guys are also from like 15-20 kilometers from here, and there is a temple and then there is this, and this becomes very dangerous especially during the peak monsoon season. So there is no concept of tourism out here. I just randomly stumbled upon it, so I discovered it, sort of like a hidden gem. But other than that, yeah, there's nobody around, so I really liked having all of this to myself. It's like good nature. I wish it was slightly more cleaner, but it is what it is.